When the world found out about Kanye West dropping his new album, Donda, and announced a free live stream performance from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, with great anticipation the world was watching to see and hear what's next from Kanye West. Kanye walked over to the center of a packed stadium filled with over 42,000 fans, including millions of viewers watching the live stream. At initial notice, he was draped in red from his shirt, shoes, pants, even a red bubble coat. But more noticeably, he was wearing a mask. Instead of performing the songs, it appeared he was curating his art while previewing it to the world. Ever since then, it would seem that masks have become a part of his regular day-to-day apparel, even sporting it at the Super Bowl. No one seems to know what's the real meaning behind his inspired fashion choice. Hopefully until now. There appears to be several reasons behind it. To start, let's go back to where Kanye first wore a mask, which was in 2014 in his sixth album, Yeezus. During a performance in London, Kanye performed with a mask on, and everyone just assumed at the time it was a fashion statement until Kanye said to the crowd, "They said stay in your place, don't embarrass yourself trying to chase your dreams. Save face, save face." He continued, "That's why I got this mask on, because I ain't worried about saving face. Whatever my face is supposed to mean, and whatever the name Kanye is supposed to mean, it's about my dreams." So according to Kanye, the masks were his way to separate the art from the artist, feeling something or someone was holding him back from his dreams due to his skin color and maybe celebrity. Now, to understand Kanye's mentality at this time, it was right after his infamous interviews with The Breakfast Club and Sway's Universe, where he vented his frustrations trying to accomplish his dreams to be a designer, how he felt the media and so-called fashion gatekeepers did not approve of his ideas. Instead, everyone openly criticized his passion for expression of fashion, emphasizing he was just a musical artist. They didn't care about his other dreams that he wanted to make and bring to life. Being that most celebrities have an image with corporations paying to market them to their own liking, brands at the time wanted Kanye to stay in his place as a rapper or a music producer and did not believe someone from the hip-hop culture could be a respected fashion designer compared to the top earners in the industry. On top of that, being that Kanye was one of the most successful artists ever, the industry made a lot of money from his music and didn't want to see any distractions come between their pockets. Understanding this, Kanye wanted to separate the person from his art and be viewed as an artistic vessel instead of a black celebrity or rap artist. Now that we got that initial inspiration out of the way, let's dig a little deeper. To be a famous artist in the music industry, it's easy to feel like a slave to the system, from not owning your musical art, not even your own image. Imagine the feeling of knowing your art generated millions of dollars. That's clearly generational wealth, while you receive the least percentage. Even companies making millions just off a photo of you outside, while you make $0 from this transaction without any say in how it's marketed or who uses your photo. And believe it, we get it. This comes with the territory of being famous and a celebrity. But being honest, it most likely wouldn't sit well with any individual knowing these transactions are taking place and you have no say or barely income compared to the labels or owners of your image. As an example, in 2020, the music industry in America as a whole revenue rose to nearly $12.2 billion, including streaming, physical copies, and most of all, paid subscriptions, which accounted for over 60%, while the ones making the art only received about 12% of earnings from the total revenue. Now, these numbers don't include the global revenue of the music industry, which according to Statista.com is roughly $23.1 billion in total. Most artists don't own their own music, including their own image, and how the system is set up, unfortunately, you need the corporate machines to back you in order to even get a shot at being a star. So the system continues. As an example of not owning your own image, in 2018, Kanye West and his wife at the time, Kim Kardashian, came across a photo she loved of them together. She liked it so much that she decided to post it to her personal Instagram page. With the photo receiving over 2.2 million likes, you would assume everything was all good, except for the photographer who took the photo, therefore he owns that moment, decided to sue Kanye, stating he never gave them permission to use it, nor did she pay him for it. The photo was taken at a Nas release party for an album Kanye produced. The photographer even included Kim's shapewear line, Skims, in the lawsuit, claiming it shares Kim's IG account even though her Skims IG account never posted the photo. They eventually settled in court for an undisclosed amount, which I'm pretty sure means a good payday. Believe it or not, there are thousands of lawsuits like this where the artist or celebrity gets sued for using their own image. In order to avoid legal situations like this, most influencers have decided to have their own paid photographers follow them. But as in life, you sometimes have unprepared moments happen that you still want to capture, but unfortunately by law, you don't own your own face. We understand the photographer's point of view as well, and they can easily vouch that their photos are an expression of art also. And if corporations are going to pay them big bucks in exchange for their photos, the problem shouldn't be focused on their work alone. We are just focusing on the artist's frustrations in this video, which leads us back to Ye, who understands that media can take a photo of Kanye with his family, turn around and sell it for a profit with full rights to market it with their own agendas and biases. So in expression of this power, you will rarely get a photo again of Kanye like this, and instead, you might get this. Let's say a photographer for a media outlet shows their boss the photo they took of Kanye West, and it's one of these. It's safe to say the prices will start to go down a little. Also to add, it's very interesting and probably not coincidental that the king of pop himself, Michael Jackson, felt the same way about his image. Case in point. Though his reasons were more to seek a sense of privacy, also wearing a mask was a way to take power back from the press and media who harassed and tormented him with his image his entire career. Whether you believe Ye's methods or reasons are right, we will leave that up to you as the viewer. I hope we gave you some more insight on why Kanye West wears a mask. And if you like this video, make sure you subscribe for more.